Senate Bill SB 1593. And the short title is Early Voting, Time Limits, Envelope. And this bill is going to be heard in the Senate Appropriations Committee on Tuesday. It was introduced by Senator GOWAN. And what it calls for is, well, let me read what it calls for. Mail-in envelopes must provide a second internal envelope that bears the ballot affidavit and that is designed to contain the voter ballot and be placed inside the ballot return envelope. Now, the reason why we need this bill, the way I look at it, is that there's another bill that if it passes, it requires that the affidavit has some additional information there. And again, this is another bill that is designed to prevent voter fraud. And to make sure that the person, or at least make it a little bit better to decide that the person actually casting the ballot, it's a legal person to do so. And that would be the bill would be SB 1713 that provides for that extended or that enhanced affidavit. But when you have that enhanced affidavit, there is information there that you really do not want to have connected with the results of the ballot. That you, So in order to avoid that, you have an additional envelope that you put this in. Now it is going to be cumbersome, but it's a way in which you can have, you can still maintain the voter privacy that you definitely want to have, but still have a way of making sure that the person voting is actually eligible to vote. And that's the way I interpret this bill. And hopefully Archie interprets it the same way. But there's no guarantees, folks.
No, I'm pretty close, yeah.
Oh, okay, he's close. He's close. That's good.
It contains a couple of provisions. I'm not really quite sure why they're put in there. But under the current legislation as it currently exists, and I'm going to use the term county recorder, but it says in the code the person who's responsible for the elections. But in most instances, that's the county recorder. So it says that the county recorder will mail out the early ballots 27 days before the election. For some reason or another, and it's not clear to me exactly why, they have reduced that 27 days to 22 days maximum, but not less than 19 days. I assume there must be, whoever drafted this bill must have thought that there was some good reason for why we needed to have that. Then the thing that kind of brings a problem in my mind is that, we have legislation both at the federal level and at the state level, which guarantees the right of an individual to be able to cast a vote and have that vote counted. And the provision in this one is that it says that outside envelope that says send us back to the county recorder, Mr. Postmaster, the envelope must be postmarked not later than Thursday prior to Election Day, and received not later than 7 p.m. on Election Day. So this raises a question in my mind. What happens if it's not postmarked by the Postal Service until 12:01 midnight, which makes it Friday, but it's still received by the county recorder prior to 7 p.m. on Election Day? Now, under this, it says if it's not postmarked by Thursday, not a valid vote, but they still got it before 7 p.m. on Election Day. So is this disenfranchising a voter?
No, I'm not so sure that it says that. Well, again, you have to read the bill with very, very carefully. I had assumed that it meant that either one would rule. In other words, either you get it by 7 o'clock that the election day, or it's postmarked by 12 on the Thursday before. However, folks, there's an
Right,
easy
well.
solution for all that, and that is don't wait till Thursday to postmark your vote, your ballot.
Okay, well, let me read it to you.
Okay.
It said, if the elector mails the voted ballot and affidavit to the county recorder or other officer in charge of election, the ballot is valid only if it is postmarked on or before Thursday, before the election day, and received not later than 7 p.m. on election day.
Okay, so it's not either or, it's both.
It's both.
It's
Yeah,
both.
It's both. But what happens if you don't, you take it down, and you put it in after the 5 o'clock deadline on Thursday, and they come in at midnight and they post it at 12:01 on Friday. Under this, it's invalid.
Yeah.
And I think that's disenfranchising, and I don't think it'll stand. I think the court will overrule it.
Well,
Just my thoughts.
yeah, well, the easy solution is don't wait till the last minute, folks. That's simple, Don't wait until Thursday to mail your ballot. Mail it on Wednesday or Tuesday.
Better yet, don't use mail-in ballots. Go down to the precinct on election day and vote there in person. Then you don't have a problem with it.
Well, that would be the ideal situation. Unfortunately, you know me. I'm a strong supporter of going back to the old-fashioned way where you had to go to the precinct and go in there and show your ID and cast your ballot. But that I don't think that's ever coming back.
Yeah.
I
Won't
think-
until we start trying it. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, I will give this one a yes approval, and because I do like the idea behind it.